Oh, what's up, YouTube? I forgot what day it is. I think we're in the 40s, something like that. Um, as you can tell, this fucking room's a mess. I guess that just comes in inherent with mining. But let's just go real quick. Update video is Friday. What day is it? Friday, 2026. I gotta pay my card registration. So, um, we built this. We got 7 GPUs here running all 1080s except for this one and this one are 1080 Ti's. We got a 1,000 watt power supply we picked up from that build in Pittsburgh. We got this B150 motherboard that we picked up in Oakland with a Core i3, $200 I think we paid for that. This was basically free. We actually might end up selling it. We got the Seasonic power supply here that we picked up 60 in Alameda. So 1080 Ti, 1080, 1080, 1080, 1080, 1080, 1080 Ti. And we roughly got each card right about $350 a piece, which is very high still if you went back 5-6 months ago, maybe even 4 months ago. But that is the demand right now. We brought the 4K monitor, which we actually end up gonna sell or do a build. Down here we got 2 other secondary power supplies that we're running. They're all hooked up there. They're all, I would like to say, neatly done. The paper clip, it's not the paper clip trick anymore. It's like the highly modified trick. So this is hot glue, just nice copper wiring I have. I just did that so they don't pop off on accident. But it's all set up, rig. We had some huge problems with this power supply. So quick tip, if you're using a Corsair power supply, it only likes Corsair cables because there's some other cables if you use off-brand, and I'm pretty sure this wasn't the Corsair cable, but this one works. That's why it's labeled Corsair. It will fry the board. Oh, it looks like the internet's back up. Cool. Oh yeah, the internet's down. That's why this machine's down. So now you guys get to see. No, internet's not up. Let's check the internet. Internet. I just like to go good old Google. Yay, it's working again. Let's go to Watch Black Renaissance on YouTube Original. Okay, internet's back up. So it was down for a sec. Computer's still saying it's not working. Let's go to NiceHash real quick. Yeah, it looks like we're back to mining. If you're watching at this date, obviously, you know that the crypto market is not doing well the last 2 days. So we're not making as much money, but we're still making Bitcoins. So it doesn't matter. We're still making Bitcoins because all we need to do is we're still making the same amount of money. We're just making the valuation of Bitcoin has gone down. But it doesn't really matter because we're still gonna, when the valuation goes back up, then we're gonna make that money. Okay, so it's not that big of a deal in my opinion. So, but since you guys are here, let's kick this bad boy on. We were using Windows for a while, but then so all these power supplies are run by that one switch. I know this is janky and it's wooden, and there's fears of it might catching on fire, but it works. We're actually have a new power supply that's going to go there. It is this one. We bought a new one because this one that we got really cheap, $100, is broke. So we're going to return this one, and we got this one to play with, which is right here. I should probably mix these up. And we're going to clean this up by only having 3 power supplies, and actually might end up selling this H1100 because it just left such a bad taste in my mouth, since it's all, especially only because I can only plug 2 plugs. So I rather might just run 2 850s right here, so we'll have 3 850s total. And I think this would be more than enough, or I might downsize some of the cards. I'm thinking about taking the 1080s out, putting them on own separate builds, so this one will only be rocking 5 1080s rather than this 1080 Ti. Just because they run hotter and I can overclock them more if I run them at the gym, because then we can have more bigger power draw. So I haven't decided that yet, but everything's running now. Let's go to our overclocks here. We're just going to turn our overclocks back on. because I turned them off just to turn the fans down. Okay, this thing should be running soon. Just waiting it. Once we hear the fans ramp up, we know it's So this is running Hive OS on that USB thumb drive over there. This is the original card that still has Windows in it, but we're gonna see if our Hive OS is still running. Ethereum dashboard. Okay, it looks like we're running again. So that rig over there, the 40 miner, we're calling it over there, the 40 miner is right now doing 171 mega hashes. But we were averaging around 235 mega hashes. The average is down. Well, I think everything's ramping. I haven't even heard fan kick on it. Oh, you hear that? Well, you probably can't because this is loud as hell. But fans just kicked on there, so that means the miner is running now. We got these all overclocked. Set the 1080s. I found that they are better off. These 1080s. Did everything just restart? Let me just check. Kept this monitor here just to check. These 1080s, I think we might have to reduce the overclocks and then start it back up. These 1080s run better at 110 watts and no overclocks on the memory or the core clocks and I did the math, they just run, you get more mega hashes per kilowatt or watt hour. So it's just overall better. 40 miners down again. That sucks. It's so tedious, man. Like if something goes down, it's just so tedious. But let's see if we can get this thing back up and running. Okay, so it's rebooting. So what I'm gonna do is go to my overclocks. I'm gonna reset all. So sometimes when I go ahead and reset all my overclocks. Oh my god, it's 12:50. I gotta do some stock stuff real quick. Friday, stock market, we're down $462 today, which is not fucking cool. But, you know, part of the game, right? I think I'm gonna start selling some of these. I'm done with DPLS. I'm just done. We're selling on a high. We should have sold a while ago. I'm just gonna trade. I'm just gonna get rid of some of these things because, you know, I don't hold enough valuation in them, so I'm just gonna sell them. They're up anyway. So how many shares? I got 2,000 shares. 2,000 shares worth $48. These are all OTCs, by the way. These are no big boy stocks. So Phoenix Miner just rebooted. Order status. Okay, cool. Accounts. I'm just gonna do a little bit more research. Come on, man. What's on the market? Why is it still okay, 0? I think I'm done with fill. Market valuation. Fill. Man, they hit 1 cent earlier in the week, though, man. INND, we're up 72. We'll just hold on to that for a little bit. Viaspace, we lost $32. Wow. What did we buy at? A penny? Yeah, so I think that's all we're gonna let go for now. I was really hoping to let go some more. Vexmax, Wildlife. Okay, I know this is boring. Okay, so system's back up running. Yeah. So we're back up and running, then we're just gonna apply our overclocks again. We're just gonna go ahead and if you guys want, man, there's not really a good overclocking tutorial on the internet. I kind of just had to figure this out on my own. So we just ran the overclocks. Now it's focus. Man, this video turned to a very long video because this internet kicked back on. But it's running all the overclocks now, and hear the fans, they just ramped up, so that's a good sign. I don't know why not. Why? I think it has something to do with the quote, the memory overclock we did on the 1080 Ti. We had it. We had the 1080 Ti set at 800 memory. The 1080 Ti right here. That's the Asus one. I mean, not the Asus. Was the Founders Edition 1080 Ti. It was overclocked, which I actually don't even. I don't even think it's a. I don't know. Since this thing is saying Dell, I don't think it's a real 1080 Ti. I don't know, but it's still like a Founders Edition. Just says Dell on there. But we have the memory clocked at 600, so we're just gonna go ahead and now because it was set at 800 earlier, so we're just gonna manually overclock it again to 800. I know it runs smoothly at 800. It was running at 800 before I shut it down. So now it's doing the overclock. Hopefully it doesn't shut off. And then we're just gonna go here and dash info. Still saying that doing the overclock. So our memory here is at memory core 5400 megahertz. What's the other one? 50. Oh, it's overclocked. I don't know why it's saying, but it's overclocked. It's right there, 5400 megahertz. Because this one's overclocked too. They're the same fucking card. Yeah, so all these cards, they're all undervolted, like 110, but they're still getting really good hash rates. They're still getting 30 hash rate, and we can actually raise the power limit to 170 and get almost 35 hash rates. But then I did the math; it just makes more sense to have them run at a lower power, especially since we're at the home one and we pay. Like power is not cheap here. To do that, yeah, because that, yeah, we'd get an additional, we'd get almost 400 mega hashes. 300. We get almost 300 mega hashes because we have 5 1080s. That's 25 more mega hashes. But overall, it's just not worth the power consumption. Like the power consumption, just you go up. What is so we were at 110 watts. So we go up 60. So 350 watts just for another 25 mega hashes. Like, if you think about it, that's like a really shitty graphics card. So if we just add one more graphics card on there, like another 1080, then we'd get that same result. So it's just not worth it. But to help with this poor cabling, as you can see right here, this thing going up over here. This is a long ass video. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna run some new wiring that we just taped to, which we're gonna do right now. Hopefully it holds. And that's Beazle. And we're gonna do that because we have a client that's gonna be coming in. 1 hour. It's 12:55 in our home gym, and I still haven't showed you guys the home gym because I've been doing all this stuff here. So I'm gonna run this wire real quick. Then I actually gotta make some t-shirts. I'm back doing that now that there's more room in the attic now, and just gonna look for my coffee, get a sip, put a pair of shoes on, and then head into the attic. All right, catch you guys a little bit, or on the next one, not a little bit. Well, I also check out the house. Got a very nice house, in my opinion. Me and my wife live here, just the two of us. There's animals. Where's the other one? Oh, there she is. Didn't even see you there, you little ragamuffin.